folks. Good morning and welcome to Swing Trading Today. This is Bob Desmond. I received a couple of inquiries about why I haven't been putting out as many videos as I was. The reason is that I'm rebuilding the website and I am Skyped the minute I log on every morning to go over details with the developers who are overseas in the Ukraine. So a lot going on over here. I do plan, once we have all the details in place and the website is fully under development, to resume swing trading today. For those who are members or those who are thinking about being members, I'm going to be sending out surveys about what you're looking for in a trade alert service. So if you want to be a part of the construction, which is, again, currently underway, but the details of which deal with the customer experience, that is really a product of the feedback that I received. So again, surveys will be going out fairly soon. There'll probably be 3 of them, brief surveys, Survey Monkey, whatever, and there'll be about 5 questions. So I'd love your feedback. Until then, hit that subscribe button, get notified of all my content the minute that it's released, especially if you hit that bell if you watch this on YouTube. All right, let's get to it. This morning, we have the S&P 500, which is up. No shock here. I mentioned to members over the weekend that I predicted that we would see a continuation breakout this week. The path of least resistance remains to the upside. This is a 4-hour chart. All these are 4-hour charts. So we're bull flagging out here. Triangle formation, whatever you want to call it. It's a continuation breakout pattern. We're very close to taking out all-time highs. So the S&P futures are up about 5.5 points. The Dow futures, they are also consolidating and beginning to challenge the upper band of resistance here. So the Dow minis are looking good. The NASDAQ futures, very strong. Here's a prior resistance level. Let's extend it out. You can see how we failed. We broke back down below it, acted as resistance. Then, yesterday, we plowed right through it. And now we're consolidating above this prior support level, which is now support again. And it looks as though we are going to move higher here on the NASDAQ. Now, moving over to the currency markets, taking a look at the U.S. dollar. The U.S. dollar is down slightly this morning. I think that we are beginning to see a breakdown in the dollar. On a daily chart, you have a bearish divergence on both Ultimate Oscillator and on RSI. It's now being reflected on the 4-hour chart. Now, the problem is that what you would expect to happen, which is gold to rally, isn't really happening. We're beginning to consolidate here. We bottomed out last Thursday. The miners yesterday took it on the chin and made new lows for the quarter, whereas gold has held firm. So you have the metals acting better than the miners. But gold is still down, not taking advantage of the weakness in the U.S. dollar yet. So what we're looking for here is a breakout above these upper bands of resistance on gold and on the gold miners, the GDX. Here's the GDM. This is the Amex traded gold mining index, the oldest one out there, I believe. And you can see that we're off the lows of yesterday when this sector simply got hammered. But it looks as though we're going to fail yet again. Looks as though this is a dead cat bounce. So take a look at the comparison of the GDM, the gold mining index, versus gold. All right, so you have gold putting in higher lows. We're watching for the pivot point here at 1235.2 to be taken out, while the GDM is not looking that good. Again, it looks as though it's a dead cat bounce. We've continued to put in lower highs and lower lows. As for oil, which has had a rough go for the month of July, where we put in a double top here, a lower high on the 10th of July. We're now beginning to see a base form. So we're looking for a breakout above this upper band of resistance on oil. But this support level here is acting fairly strong, as noted in gold. So oil up this morning. I wouldn't buy it until we get a breakout above this upper band of resistance. What else do we have? Nat gas futures, very weak. I don't see a play here one way or the other. I would avoid nat gas. All right, let's talk about a few stocks that we're watching. One of them is a members stock chart request, which is UNH, United Healthcare. Actually, United Health Group. Sorry about that. Looking at the chart, obviously, we are in an uptrend. We have been putting in higher highs and higher lows, but on the last go-around, we peaked out at 259.01. We're not able to rally up to the upper band of resistance. Not a reason to go selling your shares, but it's a caution flag that's on the track. And I will point out that RSI and Ultimate Oscillator are putting in lower highs. So when we rallied to new highs on price, we did not rally to new highs on Ultimate Oscillator and on RSI. Now, the saving grace here is that we didn't break down to new lower lows on these indicators either. So, again, no reason to go selling your shares, but just a reason to tread with caution before opening up a new position. We did break out on Ultimate Oscillator back here, even pulled back, retested, rallied, and then broke down again. And we broke out again here on the 18th, failed. The 20th failed after that. So you're seeing a rejection of this breakout point on Ultimate Oscillator. You really need to see a breakout, a decisive breakout before I got involved. Watch your Stokes. They are declining. No big deal yet, but once both lines get down below 50, I would avoid it like the plague. Up volume yesterday was fairly light. And the concern I have here is that they attempted to rally the shares and they were rejected yet again at this 255 level. So what is the chart telling you here? Let's update it. Okay, so I said 255. Let's talk let's say 256. Let's round it up. And you're seeing that 256 level is a rejection point. You have a lot of sellers above. We even broke out above it here on the 13th and then failed. You need to see it close above 256. You could scratch the edge, open up a position, and then add more on a rally up and through 259.01. But watch your volume. You want volume to rise. Members, let's take a moment and go over our positions. If you're not currently a member, sign up for our 14-day free trial offer. Once the website is built, a new website with the new features, prices are going up. So lock in your rate right now. And don't forget to hit that like button, okay? All right, members, let's segue into the positions that we're holding.